But yeah, but that's what she is. She's a gold digger. She's a gold digger.
No, she's not a gold digger.
Did you just call me a gold digger?
Yes.
A gold digger. Listen,
Yes.
that's not, you know what it is?
From brutal gold digger accusations to inventions so wild, they ended up in the Shark's Museum of Deadly Ideas.
We're going to put that in my museum of really bad ideas that can kill people.
These are the wildest times people lied on Shark Tank and got exposed.
My company is Simple Habit, and we're seeking $600,000 in exchange for 5% of the company.
When Una Kim walked into the tank, everything about her screamed success. She was a Stanford graduate, had already built a solid company, and her new project, a meditation app called Simple Habit, was racking up users fast.
$600,000.
12 million valuation, 5%.
These people are horrible. Just don't do business with them. They just...
On the surface, she seemed like the dream entrepreneur the Sharks fight over. But as the pitch unfolded, the mood changed. The Sharks discovered she wasn't exactly a hungry startup founder looking for help.
To study engineering. My mom worked at Dunkin' Donuts to support him, and I was born. And then they went back to South Korea for a job.
She already had a big team of investors behind her and had raised millions before setting foot on the show. Yet she was still asking the Sharks for another round of money, a red flag the Sharks quickly uncovered.
But from an investment perspective, you don't need the cash.
That's a nice problem. She's going to get exposure from being on this program.
But yeah, but that's what she is. She's a gold digger.
Mark Cuban was the first to snap. He cut her off mid-sentence, calling her a gold digger and accusing her of using the show as a marketing stunt. A brutal moment that busted her pitch wide open.
That's why I called you a gold digger. It wasn't a personal issue. It was more about coming here, not really wanting a deal, but looking to get the commercial.
The other Sharks shifted uncomfortably. Some grilled her about why she was really there. Others simply bowed out.
And you know what? I'd rather give my time and opportunity to somebody else who desperately needs it. I'm out.
Outside the tank, the blow-up caused a storm. Yet the Shark Tank effect rocketed Simple Habit from 75,000 new downloads on the night of the broadcast to over 1 million a month later, and eventually 7 million users worldwide. In 2023, Kim sold the app to Ingenio, by then bringing in an estimated $34 million a year, and pivoted to her new hit, Sleep Reset. Next up is one of the most infamous science-sounding pitches to ever hit the tank.
And I'm seeking $500,000 in exchange for 3.14% of my company.
Manish Sethi came in wearing his invention, a chunky wristband called Pavlok. The pitch was simple but bold. The bracelet would deliver a small electric shock every time you did a bad habit, and over time, it would train you to stop.
And simply press the button, and Pavlok releases a mild electric sensation that helps you reduce cravings. You can laugh, but it's actually something very serious.
I am laughing.
He wrapped the whole thing in science talk, name-dropping Pavlov's famous experiment with dogs to make it sound like a proven breakthrough.
Pavlok harnesses scientific methods that have been researched for decades.
But the Sharks quickly smelled something off. When pressed, Sethi admitted the device had only been tested on 8 people and there was no credible research backing up his claims.
I have the discipline to buzz myself. Do I not have the discipline to stop?
That didn't stop him from asking for a jaw-dropping deal, $500,000 for just 3% of his company.
So here's your premise is
It's all nonsense, Robert. It's all nonsense across the board.
The numbers alone made the Sharks bristle, and the lack of data sealed the deal, or rather, killed it.
You can't be that stupid, Robert, to even think there's any legitimacy.
Kevin O'Leary surprised everyone by actually making an offer, but Sethi refused on the spot, citing personal reasons.
I would take an offer from anybody besides Mr. Wonderful.
That was the breaking point. The room turned icy, Kevin snapped, and the pitch ended with Sethi being shown the door. But the public bust didn't kill Pavlok, it supercharged it. In 9 months, Pavlok snagged 10,000 customers, fresh investor cash, and $343,000 on Indiegogo. Today, it's still launching new devices and challenges, proving a shredded TV pitch can still explode off air. Few pitches in Shark Tank history stirred up as much debate as Belinda Jasmine's Skinny Mirror.
And I'm seeking $200,000 in exchange for 20% of my company.
On the surface, it was exactly what the name says, a mirror designed to make you look slimmer.
If you feel good, you look good.
The idea was that retail stores and dressing rooms could use it to give shoppers a little boost of confidence and in turn sell more clothes.
And then when you see the results, the real results, you're very motivated to maintain it. This is a falsehood. This is a lie to somebody.
Belinda stood by her product, claiming it had a unique edge, but under questioning, the shine started to wear off.
Oh, so it's not consumers. In other words, it's a falsehood based on the premise a retailer can sell a dress because it looks better on somebody.
She admitted that anyone could buy similar slimming mirrors online or at specialty stores. In other words, her big selling point wasn't unique at all.
Belinda, you don't have a patent on this
that
technology.
skinny?
Anybody can order that piece of glass.
Exactly.
Then came the valuation. Belinda's numbers were sky high for what the shark saw as a glorified funhouse mirror. Kevin O'Leary was especially unimpressed, calling the whole concept misleading, practically a scam.
I deal in reality. I will not be part of this sham, because that's what it is.
Okay, that's fine.
And look, you can smile all you want, but the truth is you're lying to people. I'm out, but I also forbid any other shark in investing in this.
He didn't just say he was out, he told every other shark not to invest either, calling the whole concept misleading and bad for business. Belinda walked out dealless, and 7 months later, the skinny mirror went dark. The website vanished, social pages froze, and the slimming mirror itself became a funhouse relic, a startup that promised confidence but reflected collapse instead. If this shocked you, hit subscribe. We've got even crazier Shark Tank stories coming up. Two brothers, two doctors walked into the tank with what they described as a LinkedIn for healthcare.
Our company is Rolodoc, and we're seeking $50,000 for 20% of our company.
Their pitch promised a sleek social network where physicians could connect, collaborate, and share resources. On paper, it sounded like the kind of niche tech play that could catch fire.
When it comes to communication, medicine is not in the 21st century. I mean, for crying out loud, we're still using pagers to communicate. What is this, the 80s?
But the sharks quickly realized there was a big problem. The product didn't exist. The truth was uncovered.
What we're really trying to do is bring social media and the social network to the medical profession.
What's the social element? You didn't really say.
What they had was a name, a concept, and a lot of buzzwords. No prototype, no beta users, no proof that doctors even wanted such a network.
Are you personally, you're going to quit your practice, you're going to stop doing surgery, and you're going to make the call?
As the questions kept coming, the pitch unraveled. The brothers' medical credentials couldn't disguise the fact that they were essentially selling vaporware.
He keeps on saying social media, social media. This is all one-to-one communication.
You're not going to let him tell me how I make money.
Because there's no chance of you making money on this.
Mark Cuban finally reached his limit. He shook their hands with a sarcastic smile and declared it the worst presentation ever before sending them packing.
Worst presentation ever. I'm out.
Degrees and titles might open doors, but they don't replace substance. Rolodoc learned that the hard way. After its jargon-heavy pitch flopped, the app quietly flatlined. The site's gone, the socials are dead, and by 2024, the domain itself was up for sale. Some Shark Tank pitches feel like they were dreamed up at 2 a.m. after a long night of jokes. Maddie Sallin's Wake and Bacon was one of them.
I'm asking for $40,000 in return for 20% equity.
His product? A wooden alarm clock that literally cooked bacon for you so you could wake up to the smell of breakfast sizzling on your nightstand.
Inspired, I went home and I built the world's first alarm clock that actually wakes you up with bacon. Here's how it works.
At first, the sharks chuckled at the idea. Who wouldn't want bacon ready the moment they opened their eyes? But the smiles faded as the red flags piled up.
Of what it could look like if mass-produced. Notice the hooves. And this is what it looks like with the tray open.
What about fire hazards? What if grease spilled into the clock's electronics? Kevin O'Leary even cracked a grim joke about the 10,001st unit burning a couple to death, the kind of line that stops the room cold.
So, Maddie, what happens when we've sold 10,000 of these and the 10,001st catches on fire and burns the couple to death in their bed?
Maddie didn't have reassuring answers. There was no production plan, no cost breakdown, and no clear path to manufacturing something both safe and affordable.
We're asking for $40,000. So once you burn through the 40 to make the prototype, where's the money going to come from to sell it?
The whole thing started to feel less like a viable product and more like a prank exposed on national TV.
Okay, I'll give you $200 for the pig box. Listen, I think I'm going to save children by doing that. We're going to put that in my museum of really bad ideas that can kill people.
Wake and Bacon didn't end up being a sizzling success. It landed in the Sharks Museum of Deadly Ideas. The product vanished, and Salin quietly pivoted to tech. Bacon dreams officially burned. These aren't just bad pitches, they're cautionary tales. In the tank, truth always surfaces, and lies get torched. Which lie shocked you the most? Comment below and subscribe for more jaw-dropping stories.